And now we're going into the game. Let's look into the
I'm surprised. Okay. So seeing the list is because this is this kind of a zoo for Pompi. I'm surprised Kaiko didn't bother to like ban this.
Yeah, this heal lock is very, very. It's the strongest amongst all of the decks here in terms of the refill. And for example, the burst, the snowball effect. For example, if you get a Voodoo Doctor turn 2, you can and you have the Happy Ghoul on your hand, it can easily be summoned. Also, if you have the different vocal enchanters, for example, you can also summon the Happy Ghoul out of your hand.
Yeah, but if I was on Pompi side, I would be banning of course for Kaiko, I'd be banning his you know, the even lock. But right now for Kaiko, I'm surprised he didn't ban. I wonder what would he actually ban.
So let's look at what the bans were. It was Odd Paladin for Pompi.
Yeah, that's the most
Kaiko.
annoying one, I guess.
Kaiko banned Pompi's Odd Paladin and Even Lock. As you said, it's one of the hardest decks to beat.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I would actually rate the deck not as a tier 1, but it's definitely out there.
Yeah.
Because I've seen most of the time it's the Odd Paladin, Secret Hunter, and especially the Death Rattle Hunter. Those are the very, you know, the very annoying ones. Even Lock doesn't really have the rush. I mean, it will hold on per se, but it won't really clear out your enemy. Like it can't go face all the time, but it just keeps the board there. So it doesn't have the sense of, oh, I can finish the game right away. No, you're gonna stall the game for so long that your opponent will just get dried out.
Yeah, and then looking back into the game, we see Kaiko having a lot of essential cards on his hand. The Devilsaur Egg, the Terror Scale Stalker, but it's going to be a bit slower than Pompi.
So I think, and seeing how the board is right now, I think oh man, it's tough to say because Kaiko doesn't. He has some activators, but it's too slow. It's going to take like 2 or 3 turns, but he's going to be taking like what 3, 6, 9, 12 per turn. So he might be dead before he even gets a Devilsaur out, or even if he gets one of the stalkers to summon what he needs.
And he may summon the Devilsaur Egg now, but he's just going to take 9 damage to the face.
He's going to take 9 damage to the face.
But I think that's going to be one of the best options just because on the next turn he can go Terror Scale Stalker. He can go Hunter's Mark into one of the higher health minions.
Yeah.
So, you know, let's see how it's going to turn out. And he attacks the Flame Imp.
Yeah. Right now, Pompi's well, that's 2 heals, but I don't know. You can't use it that much right off the bat. But if Pompi wants to go crazy, he could use both of them because dishing out the damage right away. Okay, he plays it a bit safe with the Void Walker. But it's so pesky. The bow is now useless. It can't clear out the damage that he it can't clear out some of the minions that need to be cleared out.
Yeah, so, the one attack to the Flame Imp a while ago it went in vain because of the Voodoo Doctor, and you now see the Void Walker right on Pompi's side, and it's going to protect all the bigger minions, the relatively bigger minions with the 3 health from the Wrath of the Hunter's Mark. And let's see how Kaiko is going to react. He has a Terror Scale Stalker on his hand. He may bring out a 5/5, a tracking.
Because we're reacting like this because it's hard.
Yeah.
In the Hunter's position right now, he may summon a Devilsaur, but the Devilsaur can't attack right away.
Yes.
Unless you can taunt it, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
So quick maths, guy.
It's actually lethal.
How can we attack? Is this going to be lethal?
3, 6, 9, 11, 13 plus 1, 4, 18. Yeah.
Yep, it's lethal.
See, I told you. I just say it's lethal.
So that's going to be lethal if Kaiko doesn't defend himself or doesn't attack with the Monster Hunter's Mark into the Void Walker. He's going to have lethal to the face, with the Soul Fire.
Yeah, but if Pompi does actually,
What? That really didn't hit the mark. That's exactly what happened. It didn't hit the mark, man. Oh man. Oh wow.
Oh well.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So yeah, I
I'm
think
sorry.
that's
I'm sorry. I'm losing it.
yeah, that's it. That's the game right there. Pompi just has to hit face with all his minions and
Yeah, he
go finish it with the Soul Fire.
Yeah, he doesn't even need to trade anything. Like, yeah, he sees it. He
Yep.
sees it.
He sees it.
Yeah, there it
he's
is.
being careful. Looking at Pompi right now. He's using his index finger, and he's
Yeah, he's careful not to
yeah,
mess
like
it up.
he's looking like a what happened?
Yeah, there we go.
There
So
you go.
first game goes to Pompi. Yeah, he's being very careful as to
Yeah.
not mess up that swipe,
Yeah.
my guy.
That's the only way you can mess this up if you misplay
Yeah.
into the wrong minions and not going to the face with all those minions from a heel lock, and
Oh,
that's
man.
that's a problem, right?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you a throwback Thursday. I first shoutcasted Hearthstone way back when, can I say this, like the Imperium Pro Bar was still there.
Yeah.
One of the players, he was, I think it was Zadkiel,
Yeah.
that was up against Dustin. He had 2 Soul Fires
Yeah.
that he could have used for the face because Zoo was a thing back then. and
Yes.
everything would go to the face. But when I saw the gameplay, I was there, right there.
Yeah.
I was like in the very back of it. When he used Soul Fire, it was supposed to clear a minion, and went directly to the face. And I saw his expression. He was like,
So you have to be careful, man.
I stood back because I don't know these people.
Yeah.
I only knew Dustin at that
Yeah.
time. So anyway.
Oh well, but that's how you have to be careful. That's what it takes to
Yeah,
win
you have to be
one
careful.
match over Kaiko. Pompi now is carrying the Odd Rogue. Odd
Yep.
Rogue being one of the most powerful decks that you can carry on the ladder, and now it's carrying over
The most
into the
annoying.
tournament.
Yeah. I think in his list, yeah, he doesn't have the sun. What do you the Sunkeeper? Well,
Oh, the what do you call?
I mean the minion that takes out Divine Shields and gives plus.
Yeah, Blood Knight.
The Blood Knight.
Yeah,
okay.
you have to remove the Blood Knight now because the Giggling Inventor has been nerfed from 5 to 7, and it's now useless.
Oh, it's off the tempo.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I
It's
can
off
see
the-
the appeal.
It's of the meta, so you don't have to use it anymore. And as you can see, you have a Cutthroat Buccaneer. He has a Captain Greenskin, and Cobalt Scalebane is back into the meta just
Yeah.
like that. And now, okay, Kaiko has been careful.
Even the Void Rippers there. I'm surprised by that choice, but yeah, I think it's really good against taunt minions that have so much HP but so little attack.
Yeah.
That could mean that's a vital moment for any odd rogue players.
Yeah, that's right. And for example, if you use Void Ripper for a Tar Creeper, that's 5 damage to the face, man.
Yeah, well,
Right.
if you wanna do some damage, you gotta take some damage.
Yeah.
That's how Hearthstone is.
Yeah.
At some point, right?
It's not just RNG. It's
It's not just RNG. It's just taking it to the face.
Yeah. So Kaiko now has an option to use the coin
Yeah,
into
he
Kelset, and of course, use the
because-
coin.
Prince Kellicent isn't really a non-option. It's really, what do you call this? Needed.
Yeah, it's an essential.
It's essential.
Yeah,
There we
it's-
go.
It's
That's
an
the word.
essential. That's the word. Yeah, it's an essential, but he doesn't have a turn 2. So
Yeah.
I was kind of iffy if it's kind of awkward that you use Kelset on coin because you don't have a turn
Oh,
2.
you could have used it on something else.
Yes. You could have used it for coining out into flanking strike, just in case he gets a minion like a 3/3
Yeah,
vicious fledgling.
what is this? The vicious fledgling.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't have those in my odd rogue, to be honest. I don't use those because they keep dying off the bat. So I changed them for something else. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
But it's useful, right? Because
Yeah,
if
it's
you have
useful.
a vicious fledgling, if it doesn't get removed, you can go snowball the game just like that.
Yeah.
And also, it's a bait for removal. You bait the enemy into
Yeah.
removing
Oh,
it.
yeah. You do bait the removals. But,
Oh.
seeing right now, Kaiko only has the option to. Hey, he can't really summon the egg. If he uses the ooze, it's gonna be wasted.
Yeah, so
If he hero powers, he doesn't really accomplish anything but 2 damage because he has nothing on the board.
yes.
So what's it mean for him? So
Yes. Yeah, it's just the egg. But it's not going to get activated anytime soon unless you use flanking strike on it. But that's counterproductive, right?
Yeah. Oh, devastating! The Iron Beak Owl.
There is only one Iron Beak Owl on Pompi's deck, and that's specifically why it's there.
For the egg.
Yeah, for the egg. I
mean,
no,
That's so devastating.
No, devastating draw right there on top deck from
top
Kaiko.
deck, but unfortunately, can't use it now.
You could have used it, right? But no, it got silenced. That's why you silence the egg as fast as you can. Oh, so many cards on Pompi's side. It's fodder for Fungal Mancer, or rather, tokens for Fungal Mancer to give +2/+2.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to clear this because Houndmaster Shaw is very dangerous in controlling the board.
Oh, now you don't have any way to clear this, right?
Yeah, no. Just even if you have the strike, doesn't mean jack right now.
And looking at Pompi, he hasn't used the weapon yet, right?
No, but he's used it once.
Just once?
Just once.
Oh, just once. So he can go flanking strike into the 3/3, but it's going to leave him with 2, 4, and 6 damage to the face.
It is.
Man, and he can go for tempo and use Carnivorous Cube. It's just going to be a 5/7 on the board, but it's not taunt. So
it's not taunt.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem.
Most probably going to be ignored.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're playing as an odd rogue, your objective is to rush down your opponent as well. Same as the zoo, same as any aggro. I mean, the aggros kind of changed it up though. The aggros are now hunters. The aggros are now the rogue.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was before, but it was prevalently the warriors.
Yeah.
But now they're gone.
But for this turn, it's going to be special because he can now put down the henchman thug, use the weapon, use the South Sea deckhand, and just go face. Face is the place when you're playing odd rogue.
Yeah,
look at that.
I mean, he could.
Yeah, it's going to be lethal, almost lethal next turn.
Oh, yeah. I think he does have to go like face all the way. Well, he has the choice to put it down. I mean,
yeah, it's going to.
Since you're playing the Death Rattle Hunter, there's not much like clear.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh wow. Well, it's his decision.
But I think he's not putting down the South Sea deckhand because it can be a token to activate the combo of the Spine Slayer. So it may be because there might be a Witchwood Grizzly which can block off the damage of Pompi. Oh, Spider Bomb.
So right now, oh wow, that bomb is going to be very devastating. And the scale, the stalker, sorry, the scale is stalker. Hey, it's the elemental. It's fine. Still good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just, ooh. Oh, that's deadly poison.
Like
quick maths, quick
4
maths.
plus 6, 10. It's going to be enough, I think.
Yeah, it's that. You get 6 plus 5. That's going to be 11. Plus the that's going to be 17. It's going to be 19. It's 2 over. It's going. It's
It's 4 over. If he attacks with the South Sea first, there we go.
It's 4 over, man.
Yeah, it is. It's 3 though. It's going to be enough.
It's 4 over.
2.
2 over. Yeah, 2 over.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's enough.
Well, Pompi had such a good hand. I mean, he had the starting cards that he needed to start out the round.
Yep.
Like a perfect 1-3-5, and then he drew the cards that needed to finish the hunter off.
Yeah, it is quite fast because looking at Kaiko Gorospe, he doesn't have any of the big minions like the 312 Witchwood Grizzly to protect him. He doesn't have the activator, or he wasn't able to activate the egg because of the silence. The silence was the VIP or the MVP play right there.
Yep. So I think Kaiko switched it up. Or
yes. Oh, that's banned. That's banned. That's banned. Yeah, it's banned.
Yeah.
So
You guys have to
yeah,
restart
you
that
guys
game.
have to restart the game.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's a band.
Honest mistake, guys.
It's okay. It's okay, man. And now looking at Kaiko, he has an MC. He probably got it here.
You probably did.
Yeah. So that's a band player. That's a band character. So you can play that.
Yeah, I can
He
play.
can play either the Odd Paladin or the Miracle Rogue. And Pompi can only use one more deck.
Yeah, and it's going to be the Secret Hunter.
Yes. And the Secret Hunter, as we said, has become stronger with Subject 9. Subject 9, man. So
Yeah,
strong.
I'm surprised Subject 9 made its way into the Secret Hunter. But yeah, of course, it tempos out most of the secrets in the deck. But if the secrets like don't really come pull off, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's we have a new nickname for Secret Hunter. It's like a Christmas Tree Hunter.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Christmas Tree Hunter.
It used to be Christmas Tree Paladin in the
Yeah,
past
but that
year.
was so long
Yeah,
ago.
2 years ago, I
2
think.
years, yeah,
so,
2 years.
But now it's Christmas Tree Hunter, and it's just been strong in the meta. If you want to get up in the ladder, you can either use the Secret Hunter, you can either use the Death Rattle Hunter, or Spell Hunter. It's all of them are
Spell
strong
Hunter
choices.
kind of went down a bit
went down.
these days. Yeah, because you have nothing on the board, and if you're up against in the ladder, especially, you're up against like these odd rogues, these even locks that can actually do something in the board, even if they're even locks. So it kind of fell. It kind of falls behind. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to point out.
And looking at the side of Pompi, he has an activator, like the Venom
That's a
Strike
perfect
Trap. It's going to power up the Lesser Jasper Spellstone, making it possible for him to summon 3 wolves at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time.
At turn 5.
So I think Kaiko's going to go with the Prince Keleseth play again.
Yeah, it's still kind of for me.
Yeah,
It's still
I mean,
awkward.
it's still awkward.
Yeah.
It is. I get the appeal. I get the appeal that it's still kind of awkward. So, oh man,
No.
things aren't really going the way the draws are going
Yeah.
for Kaiko.
You see the Charged Devil Sword here. It's supposed to be activated by the Capreno Winter Wisp,
Yeah,
but now it's going to be.
it's useless.
Yeah, it's going to be
Both
Rush.
of the 2 dinosaurs are there. They're like, hi, how are you?
Hello, I am also an 8/8.
Also an 8/8 by the way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's activated Venom Strike Trap.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay though.
There's no way to deal with that.
He can go for the Darmo, and he can also go trade it as well in the next turn.
Yeah,
If
but
it's
depends
not
on the
Misha.
animal companion.
It's Misha.
So yeah, since Keleseth's on the no argument there. If he chooses to control the board, he can control the board. I mean, it's Pompi's fault. For Kaiko right now, oh man, sit back and look pretty, my friend.
No, I'm
I
kind
wouldn't
of
do that.
no, don't.
Yeah, I
Don't
wouldn't
use
do
the
that.
mind control tech yet. You can use Terror Scale Stalker for tempo,
Yeah,
or just
yeah,
to
because you don't-
activate, or just to bait the 2/1. But you're going to get 4 damage to the face.
It's true. Well, Misha can still like take out the Scale Stalker anyway, so
No, that might be a good trade. You're right.
yeah, because there's nothing else to like clear out the board. Kaiko doesn't really have the secret trap that deals 2 damage to everybody. So
I think you're right, because if he protects the 2/1 Cobra,
yeah, he can
yeah,
literally kill almost everything that Kaiko puts down.
yeah, that's right.
So it's not a bad trade if Pompi protects the Venom minion. Well, with the hero power, I would have put something on the board.
Yeah, I would have put something on board
For more
just to put some pressure or put some targets. Oh, look at that! Another activator and another
Oh.
secret is possible. I would pick
I'll
the
take the
Eaglehorn bow.
Eaglehorn.
That's good.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! Look at that. He will now have a possible summon of 4 wolves.
Yeah,
on
which is
turn
the best
5.
play in turn 5. Things aren't really going good.
Oh
Great
my
really
gosh.
going well for... Oh my
Yo,
gosh.
it's so bad.
It is. I mean, if he just puts Shaw down, it's like, it's gonna get killed.
Yeah, and he could have put the third skill
Yeah,
stopper.
the stalker to prevent like more damage. Right now, oh man. Is this how it's going to end?
Yeah, it's going to be a fast finals here on the MeSA Open Hearthstone Finals. And yeah, looking at the decks of Pompi of Brand Esports, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's playing like a pro against Kaiko Grospe. And summoning 4 wolves. Oh man,
Oh man, that's so
faces
bad.
the place.
Like,
and he has to trade.
yeah, he has to trade because if anything, Shaw is a very annoying character to deal with. And no,
Nothing
nothing else. I mean,
he can summon the Witchwood Grizzly, which
Yeah.
can block off. It's going to be 4-11.
4-11, -2.
But he can, if the animal companion summons a Leok,
Leok was the best.
Leok
thing
is the
to be
best
summoned.
one there.
Or Hoffer.
Leok.
Hoffer.
Leok.
Oh, it's Leok.
Yes.
I hate you.
I call it.
I hate it.
Leok.
Okay, so the Eagle Horn will be like 3, 7,
Yeah,
11.
and two wolves. And he's
wolves,
going to give 4, 6, 11 damage to the face.
Yep.
Or 11 plus 4, 15 damage to the face.
That,
that's
so
GG.
for him right now, the mine.
No,
Oh,
there's nothing
no.
left.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
And here we have it, your winner
Yeah.
for today, for day 2 of Mobile Esports Arena. Congratulations, Pompi,
Yeah,
with a
congratulations.
3-0 victory.
Congratulations.